Greetings, fellow citizens of Bolt's Mysteries. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress. Episode 12. Our town doubled in size overnight. I am going to prioritize the bedrooms over other things, so I'm going to have this as a mining 3. Because we're going to want them sooner than other tasks. And even more pop just came in. A whole lot more pop. Good lord. A fisher dwarf, or fish dissector. Do you have other skills? No, you just dissect fish? Awesome. I'm so glad to have you, bumbling fish dissector. He dissects fish and plays fish bones. He plays the fish bone. A child, a fish dissector, another farmer. I think what I'll do is, to make it a little bit easier, I'm trying to think of the best, immigration method. So that I can actually look at them. So Carol and Catton, I don't even know if, looking at them is even worth doing. Because it's is it actionable? So we got a 14-year-old child. At least they're an older child. They'll age up. Grow out of the mines, so to speak, pretty early on. And I'll just leave it unpaused because the immigration wave is still not even done. Oh my goodness. Are we doubling in population here? What fixed it for you was placing a barracks on top of the archery range and set the squad to train in the barracks and train in the archery range. They instantly started training. Also removed the barracks and they still trained archery. Okay. Let's try it. Because I know that your barracks can overlap an archery range. And we'll see if, soldier no activity. They still are not training. Set to... I don't need all these. This was just a demonstration. Set to constant training of marksman training. And then the barracks is correct, and the archer range is correct. You set the equipment storage in the barracks? I have that too. I could set them to train within the barracks, but they're probably just going to start oh no. I don't see them shooting. Nope, they're not shooting. So whatever training a la Million's doing, it's not shooting. It's, I don't know, maybe observing or dodging, but it certainly ain't shooting, because there are no bolts going anywhere. Alright, back to what I was working on. Let's pull a lever, check if this works. Cool, it worked. I'm glad that these guys didn't step on it and get flung. I wasn't really controlling for that. And then to brick up our old stairwell so it is not used. That bricks it up. And then we'll brick it up here as a double safety precaution. So, all in all, we ended up with 36 pop. From 19. So there's a lot of new faces around. There's going to be a lot more people to feed and house. So I think what I'll do is, as we place them into bedrooms, I'll inspect them. So Cyril and Catton, Let's try to find them alphabetically. Cyril. You're just the dancer. Got it. And Catton is your husband. And he is a caretaker. Oh, great. Both of you are just going to be famously useful in our colony. I'm so very happy about that. I will worry about smoothing out after the fact. I'm going to mostly just get them into beds for now. And undoubtedly, I'm going to need to make some new bedrooms, or beds, rather. And the beds that we're going to need are... I'm going to lose the ability to make willow beds pretty early on, so let's fix that work order before it becomes a problem. So, make bed, delete, and set it up again. So the make bed is like oddly unique in that it doesn't actually show that it has a required material, even though technically it does. So we're going to make bed until we have, when it's less than 10 and logs are greater than 10. That works. Where is mining shaft? Okay, so that got walled up. Perfect. This colony is being hauled, I think. And then once that's moved, I'll just wall it up there. And then that way no one uses that access. All right, here we go. Another bedroom. Is there a way to tell who has bedrooms from here? Etor and Datan I know are new. So Etor, take a look at you. There you are. Another animal caretaker and a weaponsmith, spear dwarf. They could fight, potentially. Great kinesthetic sense. And then Datan. Basically completely unskilled. Next up. Let's see. Is there a... There is a way to see what bedrooms... I think if you go... Well, let's see. Man, I totally forget. So Vita, you said in the barracks the bins have to go. It's already removed. They just haven't physically removed the bin. So that is not the issue. Bins 0. So, yeah, not a thing. It says has bedroom, has quarters. Okay, I gotta look more closely. Has meager quarters. All right, so it's these guys up top. Modest quarters. Okay. Fish dissector. Bimble and cattle. Let's take a look at them. Bimble, I already looked at you. You're just a sword dwarf. And then cattle. You're the fish dissector. Or no, this is the different... There's two Bembles. Oh, that's confusing. All right, Bemble, you are the fish dissector. Musician. And then cattle. You're a peasant with literally no skills. How old are you? You're 25 and you have no skills and poor focus. Yeah, that explains it. All right. They pass the sniff test. And then the last one for now, until I get more beds made, is this one. I'll give this to one of the farmers. Oh, and that farmer is already, they're already, like, smelting, so they're already making themselves useful. And he's alone, not a couple. There was a lot of couples that came in. Vobble, or Vabok. Butcher, yeah, I already looked at you. Competent teacher. Okay. So once we get some more beds, we will expand the beds, and then once at least everyone has a bed over to sleep in, I'll go ahead and start smoothing it out. I was going to smooth it out afterwards. That was a pretty good immigration wave. That definitely expanded our population for sure. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to over excavate. Oops, that's not correct. I'm going to over excavate for and dig more bedrooms because, you know, I'm sure there will be more immigration waves unless we like get wiped. So dig that out and prepare more spaces. Just scanning this for any problems, but none really. Yeah, TLDR it's bugged. Yeah, the archery range, it's why I threw up my arms and goes, I don't care. Because obviously I took every reasonable step that there is to try to set up a training area. As you saw, I stepped through the process, it didn't work. So whatever. I just don't care. It's more annoying to keep tinkering with it than it is to just leave it as is, I think. So I'm just leaving it as is, which is broken. And maybe I circle back to it at some point when trying to make it work off stream. But I tried to make the archery range work off stream for like 2 hours, trying like 10 different methods and just couldn't get it working. So that's why I'm just like, I don't care, and I'm not troubleshooting it anymore. I'm done with it. If you are going to request me to continue troubleshooting with it, I'm going to quit Dwarf Fortress. It's just not worth it. Worth the headache. So we've got Lore here, who is yet another farmer. And I should probably allow them to do farming. I mean, I don't have a lot of farming going on. They're also a record keeper and organizer, so that's some decent skills. A geographer with a lot of knowledge. How old are you? 54? Okay. And we're just waiting on beds. Beds indoors. I don't have any right now. Yeah, I could, of course, make the Marks Dwarves, archers and just, like, force them to shoot at, I guess, ravens. The thing is, there's not a lot of good game where I live. So, that's why I didn't go that route, because, like, there's nothing significant for them to shoot. Oh! Also, in the immigration wave, I am sure there is more stuff to pasture. And yep, I was correct. Because they don't just show up with humans, they show up with animals as well. So here we have Outlaw Million, combat training, I'm gonna guess, I don't even know what they're doing. Combat skills, maybe discipline or dodging, because it's not rusty. So they're training, they're just not training correctly. And if I take them off of that and put them on here, they do nothing. Yep. Cool. I'll go ahead and start smoothing out the actual bedrooms. I did not want to, do the walls, because I'm not certain that I won't replace them, and I don't want to do it twice. Not that I have a shortage of labor, just personal preference. So plenty of smoothing tasks. And we have 3 new beds. Awesome. Yeah, they don't show up humans either. True. Humanoids. What is she even working on, our one archer? A combat drill that you're not even scheduled to do. Oh, good. Yeah, you're not allowed to train in there, but alright, so be it. You're just finishing the drill. There we go, another bedroom. This one is going to yet another farmer. Man, there's a lot of farmers that showed up. My goodness. Moses. Maybe Moses can be our plumber instead. You cook, herbal, gelder, stonecutter, sword dwarf, climber. You look fine. I'm not worried. Alright, the lie maker. Geshud. Another Geshud. Maybe you're also the other one in a bad mood? That'd be really funny. If all Geshuds are poopy heads. Nope, you're not. You're in the clear. You make lie. You're very good at... It's funny that the liar is a liar, right? They make lie and they make lies. What does your social group look like? You have a relation to Liara somehow? A passing acquaintance. I wouldn't call that a relationship. Do they have combat skills? Oh, hey, we have badgers to shoot if we did want to hunt. It's like the first time ever I've seen decent game. So this is one of those situations where, like, you might... for role-playing reasons, you could banish them, I suppose. And be like, yeah, I don't want them here. So this was the other Geshud, right? Because they have no relationships here. As far as their combat skills, they say they have none. Yeah, let's leave them in. Let's see where that goes. Maybe it's fine. Alright. Do we have more beds? I have one more bed to place. And 2 doors. It's not strictly necessary to do the immigration control to the level that I am. Oh, okay. And those badgers are duking it out with a dog already. But it doesn't hurt to like know your citizenry as long as you know, as if you're not a giant colony, it's nice to do. So here's Malthal and Adil. So let's check out both. Adil, you're a peasant. Dabbling stonecutter, you can speak, you're a poet. Alright, you're fine. And Malthal. The planter. Adequate planter, competent spear dwarf. Some dabbling social skills, you can dance and climb. Yeah, you look fine. Okay, and the last bedroom that I'm able to make right now. For you, a peasant. Bemble, the other Bemble. I already looked at Bemble, so I don't need to look at them again. So we're just waiting on a few more beds and bedrooms for children. Because I did turn the hospital into, or the dorm into a hospital, so that the dorm is not dorming right now. Down at our mining, nobody is, so the last clay got hauled, so I'm going to go ahead and brick up the wall here. And I hope they do it from the correct side of the wall. And that limits the access that we've got. So if I want to keep digging downwards, I'm going to have to dig, if I want to go beyond this cavern, because let's say I do. Let's dig, here, because I can go lower in this section. So instead of my mines will continue this way instead of this way. That way we can get below this cavern but not have to go so laterally. That should work fine. So we'll go down to level 20 there. And that wall got built, no one got trapped. Oh, a human lasher is visiting us. Okay. Wait, here they are. It's our first actual visitor. And they're a competent lasher. With no health problems, 27 years old. And I don't really know what they're doing here. We don't have a lot of point of interest. It's not a lot to do, but it's fine. We do have a temple. Maybe they're praying to a Dwarven god. I mean, who knows? And here is Atlamillion, who's like just stuck. Okay. You. Oh, okay. Okay. What is going on? Oh, it's just dogfighting. Okay. Schedule. Off duty. Okay, I've cleared orders, and then I'm going to try to do orders again to see if it, like, actually works. This is my last attempt, and I'm just never again. And there's a few larger creatures showing up at the cavern, but nothing that would scream or warrant alarm. And our mining caverns continue down below. That's good. All right, now back to trying to house the bedless. This is a new bedroom. And I'll check out the children, although I don't think it's necessary. I've never had a situation where like a child was a vampire. But yeah, I'll check anyway. So Lorbim. The other thing to check out is like if the child doesn't have parents here, if they're like an orphan. So 14 years old, basically 0 skills and knowledge, and father is the dissector here, and has some siblings here as well. I think we just need one more bed to finish. We're being petitioned. Chase Tomyels wishes to reside in Bolt's Mysteries for the purpose of eradicating monsters. So this is a result of us opening up the cavern. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that would be the Lasher. Yep, Chase. So the adventurer is hoping to hunt monsters for me. They will eat my food and drink my beer and desire guest lodging. And we can allow them or decline them. At the moment, I don't have lodging for them, so I'm going to decline. But in the future, we can consider their requests once I have the means to do so. All right, I am very curious. Oh, they're sleeping. Okay. Oh, alert. A thief. It is a cobalt thief trying to steal something. I will send our militia commander after it, but it's going to exit. Yeah, it's clear. Figured as much. And this happens. And it's one of the reasons why having guards patrol areas like a temple, if your temples have relics in them, valuable objects, is important. So when you're trying to make a temple valuable, like this one has a value of roughly 3,500, if we were to dump like some sort of artifact in here, it would be a juicy target for theft. And you would want guards nearby to stop that theft. And theft is actually pretty hard to stop, I would say. It's very easy for people to like just pocket things and disappear. So keep that in mind when you're building and designing. Yeah, okay, the training didn't work. So, schedule your off duty. Congrats. I'll just call on them when I need them. All right. Pausing and taking a look. Summer. Fight. Beds. An older animal. A maceman named Histek visiting. Maybe he's already gone. No, he's here. Seven children. Oh man, he's been busy. And this is pretty common once you open up your first cabin. That all looks fine. Let's finish off the bedrooms. And this is something that's very labor intensive without mods to do, but I don't have any mods, so. We've got Autumn. Who's a 15-year-old. So a lot of the children are like getting older pretty quickly. So within a few years, they will be adults. Whereas children that are born here are going to take a long time. Locum. Locum's 10, so Locum will be a while until they're of age. And then if I have the last bed, I don't. We're just waiting on one more bed. A lot of these badgers got in a big old fight with, I'm guessing, our animals. I don't know which one. I think our dogs were taking them down. So some of the dogs are a little injured. I'm not sure if just unlocking it is triggering a butcher task, though. There we go. Last bedroom. For now. And it would be good to get ahead of our bedroom needs so that I can just assign the bedrooms in the future. But here we go. Cyril. You are 9. Okay. Everyone has a bed. In the little, let's call it like an ant farm thing. I do have bills for shell doors and beds, but I'm going to go to the work orders for shell doors and do until we have, let's say, 15. And then for beds, I'll do roughly something similar. Just so that when we have an influx of immigrants, we can do something with them. And now, after having made all that, 42 beds total. Yeah, because some are in the hospital. Right. And then I wanted to check logs. Logs are still doing fine. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to cut down some more almond. Just to make sure that we have a very steady supply. I forget what color it was. I have no idea. Every tree I'm checking is like an apple tree. Pear, cherry, plum, cherry. Oh, here's a willow. It's probably going to end up in the drink. Yep, hazelnut trees and pear trees and apple trees. I think the almonds were the really deep brown. But, I don't see them anymore. I think I got them all. We could go over here and get some others. Yeah, here. Oh, no, it's the... okay, I see the color. I think I cut them all. That were immediately outside. So if we wanted more almonds, I'd need to go east. Which is fine. We have a lot more labor now. So going out of my way for some wood is not a problem. Did the trees come back? Yeah, and then there's also like trade opportunities for trees as well. Aqua, thank you for the resub. Or the resub. I think it's also safe to say that providing beds for people. Okay, again, mace stewed, no, sorry. I don't have quarters for them yet. At some point, maybe. You know, sometime in the future, maybe. So add new task. If we are butchering an animal, I'm curious to see if this is... No, okay. Needs butcherable on route nearby. Corpses. Badgers. I'd like to, if possible, take advantage of all the dead badgers up here. Oh, but these are rotten. Really? I did not, like, no, not a lot of time passed, but apparently I waited too long. So never mind. No, this one's not rotten. Go get it. This one's not rotten. And this one is crawling around nearly dead. Yeah, as you can see the little health icons, it's... She doesn't have a rear paw. And if I really wanted to, I could go to the standing order for, what is it, corpse collection? Claim other dead, I think it is. And I think we'll go grab the non-rotten badgers, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been keeping track of my dog population, but I don't think we've lost any dogs to wild animals, because that's another project to potentially do, which is to build a secure pasture to keep the animals safe from wild animals. But for now, it's not... I mean, there is some benefit to allowing just our animals that are not providing any other benefit to the colony to, like, duke it out with wild animals and allow us to benefit from their hunting or fighting or whatever you want to call it. All right. So I think, yep, and pigtails are back to getting sewn. Perfect. We're even getting... So it's also worth noting, once you crack into the cavern, like, cavern fungus goes everywhere. It's not anything to be alarmed by, but that's why the soil up there looks just different. And you can always floor it up if you want to avoid that. So we need to stockpile furniture for future immigration waves. I haven't seen a single arrow, or bolt rather, fired, so I'm assuming that just didn't work, won't work. You know, I put her off duty for that reason. We are sitting on 476 drinks and 137 prepared meals. And our population has basically doubled. We went from 19 to 36, so not quite double, but functionally, yeah, just about doubled. So I think, friends, this is where I'm going to leave off for today, having, to recap, built the forge area. Then after the forge, we managed to build a little hospital. It's not much, doesn't have a water source yet, but Hospital 1.0, let's call it. We designed a method that keeps us protected from the surface raiders with archery murder holes overlooking the trade and entryway. And then likewise did the same with the cavern entryway as well. We built the barracks and the archery range, which is totally functional. Yeah, I know. I'll troubleshoot this on Discord on my own time so that it's not like needlessly, pointlessly frustrating for you all to watch the non-functional archery range becoming not any better. And then we built all the, of course, the doubling our bedroom capacity and went to our first cavern, where we are getting human monster slayers hoping to move in. And that sums up everything we did today. Thank you for tuning in to Dwarf Fortress, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I am not, however, looking for feedback, as I mentioned that in the intro and description. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.